National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they will only muster a yard here with the 38. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Rolling to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. The Jaguars at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A first down carry for Henry. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the end zone. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And this time they're waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Lawrence will throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I looked at repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
Jerry Jones picks it. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The second down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try the right side.
Oh, Jesus.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard down to the 31. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a big unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to have a good performance. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
No.
This is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver. So you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And for a receiver there, already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post.
Derrick Henry all alone. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Derrick Henry, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Some freaking snow, man.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one
My
away.
God, that's small too.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. You know, they've fallen behind, but you know, they've proven that they can go down and score. So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
A give up the middle against it.
What in the world?
Entanglement at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Inside handoff.
You've got to be kidding me.
So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Barrett for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
David, wow.
Force it in, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
Eagles 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Myers.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defensive. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Henry again on second down.
That's nasty.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Take the points, David. Take the points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust
Good hit, boy.
in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after
Wanna
the
be
break.
just like you. He threw a pick 6.
You do?
Yeah. I know. I was winning 17-7. Do a pick 6. Just ridiculous.
How about this line out of the locker room?
I really hope he doesn't get this.
As they say here in London,
There we go. Stay down.
we are back underway.
Hey, 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 hey.
A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been
Get him off you, Derek. Get him off you, Derek. He's too little. He's too little.
sense of urgency you talked about.
From the 32
Uh-oh. He's bringing somebody over here.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A handoff running left. Henry.
God, you gotta get out of my way, bro.
There is a lead with a third and about 4 more.
We have fun without you in the way, bro.
A little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down.
Where are you going? Oh, my.
And he tries to power forward.
Keep it outside. Outside.
To the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Yes, sir. Good dive, boy. Because what? Dive! Yeah, sorry.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead.
This.
For about 3 yards.
That's a. What is that? What is that?
Huge carry there on first down.
What is that? What is that?
Still all a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do.
What do they call that? A beat play. A beat play.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
A beat play. An enormous play.
Now flags come in here.
This. What's that called? That's a beat play.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Boom!
They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
As much as I want to do that, I cannot. You fellers will not block it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
That's a
As he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
play.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Henry out of the pistol.
Good tackle.
He'll get it down this time to 17. 129 yards rushing. rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield.
Oh, tote. Tote, young man, tote.
Brought down, but a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Don't let anyone tell you that this running back is old. He's just experienced, and he looked just as good as ever over the past couple of weeks. He tied over 100 yards last week, and he's followed it up with another 100-yard performance here.
Oh, come.
Running back starting to lose a step at his age, but not this guy.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That's a little play.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Hey, Auntie. Hello? Hello? Nothing. She's at the house. Lauren getting her hair done.
Oh, early.
Not really.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
Huh? When is it? No. I don't know why they act like we started doing certain things for stuff. I'll never do nothing for my parents' anniversary, and now they like, you want to do something? No. My parents is today. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. No, she said, do you want me to leave something or do anything? No, I'm good. Thanks, though.
A little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Oh, he's wide open. Why is he wide open? Why is he wide open? Someone tell me. Why? Why?
Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
No.
It's the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the
At 8, right? Mm-hmm.
They'll look to throw again.
Correct.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there hitting him before the ball arrived.
Huh?
I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, and sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to
you can put me in the fridge.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Yep.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley from 40 yards.
Where is my D-line at?
And the Eagles are able to get a score back
What are
in the
y'all
final
doing?
stages of this 3rd quarter.
What are y'all doing? Right. Definitely had to tackle.
Elliott on for the extra point.
I probably should have came out of man though.
Back within a touchdown at 28-21. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on
It's
EA
funny because
Sports.
everybody else was strapped.
Welcome back now here in London. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Uh-oh. We're getting close.
151 yards rushing for him now. He has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Okay. You should check. You should check.
Snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And Thomas has it.
That's a big play.
Yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That's another.
Uh-oh.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Henry running right. And a nice job at going through with 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again to Henry.
These are bothering me.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a bit.
all of those broken
Now,
tackles just
as
bother
you
me.
pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores.
Stop.
You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score.
Oh, brother!
So they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on second down. Hurts. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Picked up by Forrest Wilson. And the Jags are going to get it back.
Good play, Oyuki.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
I hear you, Nimbu.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
That's a big play. I don't understand these adjustments you're doing, J.Y.
Another run on second down, trying to cover.
Is he about to catch my guy? This nigga's fast. Now lay down. Bump. Yeah.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. An extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
You doing all right, girl?
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down.
That boy Derrick Henry got a mean stiff on. Oh, I forgot I did that too, though. Oh, yeah.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points.
Legs.
They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
Oh, he's wide open, guys.
They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Powered by God. In Jesus' name. Amen.
To throw the football, all the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to throw again.
Boom!
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Brad Trevor.
Looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
Stiff arm.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. Still on his feet. He's on his way. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Jaguars 45, Eagles 21.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the returns. He'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Prime.
Go get it, Jerry.
Oh, my goodness. Here's a 5th interception. Jerry and Jones picks it.
No. Oh, wow.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when them in your mouth. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out.
Coming live from the VIP, heard the nightlife, lost life, where that be. Most fans in the state wanna see my lead. The whole city got Vince, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shout it, he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got 3? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin' when it's stacked tall, the shack down. Still push a button to let the lift on the leg down. I'm on the road doing shows, doing Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. Got the crowd yelling. Bring them out, hey, all my hot girls yelling. Bring them out, hey, all the dope boys yelling. Bring them out, hey, bring the back day yelling. Bring them out, hey, as a kid with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. We rapping by, I was moving the freak. Talk about it, now we're doing it free. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers